This is ARC PDX.
Hello everybody, welcome to ARC PDX. I'm Wesley Ogle. Let's take a live look at Washington Square Mall in Tigard because ARC PDX is on the road this morning. We are diving into the holiday shopping climate. Joe English, as you can see, is standing by for us for a live interview with a representative from the mall. But before we get to Joe, here's more on the background on why we are on the road diving into the holiday shopping season. While many people are still shopping in store, data shows that online retail shopping continues to grow every year. According to the National Retail Federation, nearly 135 million people shopped online this past Thanksgiving weekend. That number is up 9% compared to last year. So this morning, we are checking in on the health of our local malls, including Washington Square Mall and the Woodburn Premium Outlets. We're also taking a look at the efforts in the city of Portland to bring in-store shopping back to its small businesses. So now, let's get back out to ARC PDX's Joe English, who is with Lisa Frisch, the Senior Marketing Manager for Washington Square Mall. Take it away, Joe.
Hey, Wes, I bet you did not know this about me, but years ago, decades ago, I actually did a short stint at a shopping center, a mall in Central Oregon as a promotion director. So kind of in tune with what's going on with the malls out here, but to put us more in tune, Lisa Frisch is here this morning. Lisa, thank you so much for joining us this morning. Let's get right to the chase. Black Friday last week, how are things looking? How are things going?
Black Friday was a fantastic start to the season. We had more than people in the mall. Wow. Traffic was really on the same level as 2024, which is great in this. Families came out, Gen Z was out, people were getting deals throughout the mall. It was a great start.
And you got quite an impressive award from the city of Tigard, right? You were named the Chamber Business of the Year. Chamber Business of the Year. How do you get that? What does that mean to you?
It's such an amazing honor. We've been part of the Tigard Chamber of Commerce for years, and we are so proud to be recognized in this community as being an economic driver for the city and the region. We've been around for 50 years. We celebrated our 50th anniversary last year. Yeah. We've employed tens of thousands of people over the years. Right now we have 175 stores. We have nationals. We have small local tenants. We're just really proud to be part of the community. Yeah.
So there's a real connection to the community. You have your own personal connection to the community and this mall. Yes. You started out, maybe your first job working here?
Yes. I'm very proud to say my first job was in this mall at a sock store in the 90s. And I worked through high school and college in this mall. And I grew up shopping in this mall. So I've seen the evolution over the past 50 years. And I'm really proud to be a part of its current state today.
Yeah. Tell us about that evolution, because this mall is pretty full, if not at complete capacity.
Yes.
We were talking about the stores that have been in malls over the past decades: Walden Books, Benetton, Chess King, things
Koala
like that.
Blue.
Right. How do you work with that evolution over the decades and even in the years that you've been here?
Yeah, you know, retail is really about innovate or die. So you're seeing a lot of heritage brands right now that are kind of remaking themselves, refocusing on the next generation, Gen Z. You're seeing Coach, leather goods being very successful this year. They've pivoted. Wow. They really sell to everyone, but they've really captured the imagination of the Gen Z right now. A lot of the brands we have sell to everyone. I think that's important. You're seeing stalwarts, regional stalwarts like Nordstrom has evolved into a national retailer. Macy's is here at the mall. Yeah. Even our JCPenney is really sees a lot of traffic. So we're very excited about what we have.
You still have a lot of your anchor stores. That's not the case for some of the malls in the area. But you're not, you try to work together because other malls evolve as well. So what is the relationship between Washington Square, Lloyd Center, Clackamas Town Center? How do you get along? How do you work with each other? You still have to be competitive, but how do you work with each other?
You know, it's really important to all of us that live in this region that our businesses are healthy, and it's really that we have a strong economy. So we wish each other success. Each of the shopping malls in this area fill different needs to the community. We are the #1 super regional mall in Oregon, so we attract people from all over the state. We attract international shoppers. stores, we attract people from Washington, Canada. So
Wow.
we have 175 stores. We have 4 anchors, and we have very exciting news to come next year. I can't share it yet.
Oh, come on.
But
come
we
on.
have announcements that'll be coming in the spring,
Okay.
hopefully, that are going to take us into the next 50 years.
Well, being the investigative reporter that I am / not,
Yes.
are you adding on to? You have 1 million square feet. What you were telling me? How big is this place?
1.3 million square feet.
Wow. And is that like a record across the country? We got not the Mall of America, they don't count, but
Sure,
it's a big one.
Sure. We're definitely in the top 100 malls in the nation. We have over 10 million visitors a year.
Wow.
Like I said, 175 businesses. We're doing some moves within the center. So
Yeah.
Pottery Barn behind you, they're building a new store in our other wing next to their sister brand, Williams-Sonoma. What's in Pottery Barn now will be something new and exciting. Can't
Okay.
talk about it
All
yet,
right.
but
All right.
we'll let
wait
you know
for
the
it.
minute we can. Shoe Mill down this corridor is also moving across from Pottery Barn. Something new is going there.
Yeah.
We're working on the former Sears space.
Always talking about changes.
There's just a lot of really great positive changes right now.
We're in front of Santa's workshop. What do you want to call it? Santa. The kids can come here and see Santa.
Yeah,
the traditional
it's Santa headquarters.
Santa headquarters.
Yes.
But I want to talk about this guy.
Yes.
From the Big Lebowski, right?
Yeah.
This is,
Well,
not really.
He's wearing the Big Lebowski sweater.
Okay.
So this is our hipster
Santa.
Yes, he comes to Washington Square 3 nights during December on Thursday. So he
Okay.
was here last night.
All right.
He'll be here also on the 11th and the 18th, and he is wearing a Pendleton local sweater, the dude sweater. He's
Okay.
got his naughty and nice tattoos and his man bun, and you can sit with hipster Santa and give him your shopping list, your wish list for the holidays, and he's a crowd pleaser. He's great fun.
Yeah, big draw. People
Big
come
draw.
specifically to see
We
this
had
particular
lines last
Santa.
night. Yes, we recommend
Wow.
you reserve your spot in advance so you don't have to wait too long to see hipster Santa.
Okay, and you can get photos with him as well?
Oh yeah.
Sure, okay.
Oh yeah. You can sit with
Fantastic.
him, get photos with him. Whole family can come.
What do the next few weeks or months look like? What's the future have in store for Washington Square and business in general?
Well, we've got 3 more weeks until Christmas. I think 10 days until Hanukkah. Come now. Do your shopping now. I can give you recommendations. Coats and outerwear are hot. Cashmere's hot. We've got a Lego store. They have their first Star Trek set ever. It's sold out. They got more in.
Wow.
That you can only get here. We understand that 83% of people who are buying gifts this holiday season are shopping in store. We'd love you to come here to shop in store.
Yeah, are we seeing the trend back from offline to offline?
Yeah, it's really about omni-channel, right? So you're getting an email from your favorite retailer, you're checking out the website, but if you really want to see the full collection, touch, feel, try things on, you're coming to the stores.
And feel the Christmas spirit.
Absolutely. We've got music, we have Christmas treats, we have people watch.
Much. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
And we'll be talking more with Lisa about the Christmas season and what the malls are up to in about an hour and the next hour of ARC. But Wes, for now, back to you from Washington Square.
Welcome back to ARC PDX. One of the places we wanted to highlight during our on-the-road deep dive into the holiday shopping climate was the Lloyd Center. Unfortunately, the officials weren't available to join us this morning, but we still wanted to give you some context on what's been going on with that struggling mall and the efforts to breathe new life into it. So first, let's give you some history of the Lloyd Center. So that mall opened back in 1960. Look at this great vintage video. At the time, it was the largest shopping center in the Northwest and one of the biggest in the country. Over the years, the mall's financial struggles became more prominent. Between 2015 and January 2021, the mall's anchor stores, Macy's, Nordstrom, Sears, and Marshalls, all left. The struggles were exacerbated by the pandemic, and by November 2021, New York-based real estate company KKR Real Estate Finance Trust announced its plans to foreclose on the Lloyd Center. At the time, the company said payments on its $110 million loans were overdue for more than a year. A month later, KREF brought on Seattle-based real estate developer Urban Renaissance Group to lead the revitalization of the mall. In 2023, URG revealed its new concept design for the Lloyd Center. Here are some photos of it. It includes transforming the mall and the surrounding parking lots into a mixed-use neighborhood featuring housing, retail, restaurants, and community spaces. ZGF, the design firm behind the PDX main terminal renovations, was the lead master planner of this project. URG also said it engaged extensively with community members as they put together this concept plan. We did contact URG about a clearer timeline on when we can expect these changes, but they weren't able to join us this morning or give us an update, but we will keep trying on that. Then this past summer, demolition began on the former Nordstrom building to make way for a new music venue. So this is led by Monqui Presents, concert promoter, in partnership with AEG Presents. The venue is set to hold up to 4,200 people, and the grand opening for this is set for early 2027. Over the last few years, there has been a new effort to breathe life into what's become a mostly empty Lloyd Center mall, including pickleball courts. Jumbo's Pickleball opened in November 2024. It's located just above the Barnes & Noble, inside the old movie theater next to the food court. Jumbo's is a local business run by a local group of investors. We talked with Roshan Fernando, one of the co-owners of the business, shortly after they first opened at the Lloyd Center.
Yeah, I mean, as I said, I love being in Portland, growing up here. It's been a big part of my family. I absolutely remember ice skating as a kid. I mean, there's a lot of fun things as far as the memory of it. So anything, just everyone doing their part. There's a lot of people contributing to that. A lot of people were really happy that we're putting something wholesome and good like this, in the area. And we're, like I said, we're really happy to be an ingredient.
The elephant logo and the name of the business is a nod to Roshan's father, Jumbo. And coming up here on ARC PDX, while not your typical indoor mall, the Woodburn Premium Outlets have been a popular destination for holiday shopping.
This is ARC PDX.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to ARC PDX. I'm Wesley Ogle. Let's take a live look at Washington Square Mall in Tigard, because ARC PDX is on the road this morning. We are diving into the local holiday shopping climate. We're zoomed in on a beautiful Christmas tree there right now. This morning, we are checking in on the health of our local malls, including Washington Square Mall, but also the Woodburn Premium Outlets. We're also taking a look at the efforts in the city of Portland to bring in-store shopping back to its small businesses. And while not a typical indoor mall, the Woodburn Premium Outlets has historically been a really popular destination for Black Friday shopping. And this summer, they even added 6 new stores. So joining us this morning is Josie Reynolds, the Director of Marketing and Business Development at Woodburn Premium Outlets. Josie, thanks so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you for having me. I'm excited.
Of course. Okay, first I gotta ask you, how was Black Friday and Thanksgiving weekend? Do you guys have any sales or shoppers numbers that you can give us?
Well, what I can say is that Black Friday every year here at the outlets is absolutely crazy. We were excited to have a great turnout this year with really high traffic that extended into Saturday and Sunday. Parking lots were full within the early hours of the morning, and we had lines outside of a lot of our popular stores. So there were lots of shoppers with bags in hand who were happy to be here.
Great. And then back in August, you guys announced that you added 6 new stores. Have you guys seen any kind of boost that you can tell from adding more stores?
Definitely. So we actually are up to 9 new stores in 2025 alone as of very recent. We've seen a really positive response from our shoppers. It's been a goal to always bring them the best retail mix we can, and bringing them options that are really going to resonate with them and keep them coming back, whether that's a new store that they're interested in or a new dining option.
Mm-hmm. And what do the next, maybe few months or even the next year look like? Are there any store openings or even closings that you can tell us about?
Well, we are excited to announce a new fast casual dining option that is
Cool.
coming to us in early 2026. That is Potato Corner. They've got a lot of locations in California. We're excited to bring them here to the Woodburn Premium Outlets. And they specialize in uniquely flavored fries. So
Oh my
I'm definitely
gosh,
excited about that one.
that sounds
Um,
amazing.
and we've always got more on the horizon. So definitely stay tuned. We make announcements all the time.
Okay, great. Can you tell me maybe what, we've heard about challenges that malls, and more the typical kind of style malls are dealing with, just, when with competition with online retailers. What challenges have you seen Woodburn Premium Outlets deal with, like, over the last few years?
Of course. Well, that's a great question. We've been lucky to have a really strong 2025. I know that something that people are really wanting more these days is to connect and have these in-person experiences. And that's been a big bonus for us because people are wanting to come back to the malls and they're wanting to shop in person. They're wanting to feel and engage with the items that they're interested in purchasing and take them home same day. Another big plus for us is that, we have the best deals. So people are coming here when they're wanting to shop their favorite brands at a maybe more accessible price point.
Yeah.
And we work hard to provide a great experience for our visitors so that coming to the mall is always fun.
We're hearing also that like Gen Z is becoming a really important group of people for malls. Like they're actually going back to malls where maybe millennials like me haven't been going to physical malls. Do you know if you guys are seeing that, and are you doing anything in particular to like cater to those specific Gen Z shoppers?
Yeah, definitely. It's a great observation. It's definitely true that Gen Z is coming back to the malls. They're one of our top represented demographics of our shoppers right now. And ultimately, we have seen that Gen Z is wanting to engage with us, especially on social media. So that's been something we've been really focused on here at Woodburn Premium Outlets. It's great to be able to interact directly with our Gen Z shoppers who are posting their Black Friday hauls and seeing what they're really resonating with in real time. And we've been using social media as a great tool to keep our younger shoppers abreast of things that are happening here, whether it's events, new store openings, or just some cool stuff that's happening at one of our stores.
Yeah, the video we're watching now is really cute. That's cool. You guys are leaning into that.
Yeah, exactly.
Besides maybe the getting more on social media and the younger shoppers, are there any other shopping or like economic trends that you guys have been seeing at Woodburn?
Definitely. So, what I can say is that the mall is thriving right now. We are performing exceptionally well, and we've been glad to have a very strong year. What we really are seeing overall is that, as I said before, people are wanting to come shop in person. People are wanting to have a place to connect with their friends and loved ones, and they're wanting to make the mall the experience when they're shopping. So it's been a lot about connecting the shopping experience to other fun things like in-person events that we've been focused on. And the feedback we've been getting is that there's really no substitute for grabbing a pretzel, browsing your favorite stores, and going home with bags same day of things that you really love.
Yeah. Yeah, I was looking up some research too, and Capital One shopping research showed that the number of malls did decline like 3% per year from 2017 to 2022. Now, obviously, Woodburn Premium Outlets is a little bit different from your typical big indoor malls, but how do you think that you guys have been able to survive and even, thrive, as you're saying, when maybe some other malls have actually like totally closed down?
Yeah, that's a great question. I think what it comes down to is always focusing on providing what's new and what's next for our shoppers. We want to provide them with a great experience. And right now, we know shoppers are really resonating with our constantly evolving retail mix. We try to always have what we know they're going to love. And we continue to focus on doing things like in-person activations, various surprise and delights. We're having a cookies and cocoa event coming up in just a few weeks for anyone that's around in Woodburn and wants to come by and grab a cocoa and a treat. But we are always just working to keep evolving and keep that difference in in-person shopping here.
What else could you maybe give us an idea of like what the future of Woodburn Premium Outlets look like? Like, is that possibly expanding the footprint, you know, like building more, or just changing and constantly, you know, changing what stores you guys have there?
Definitely. Well, as I had mentioned, we're always working on bringing in new retailers and evolving our amenities constantly so that shoppers are having the best possible experience. But ultimately, an exciting thing that just launched here is Simon Plus, which is actually our new loyalty program.
Cool.
And that gives shoppers cash back points and perks for doing what they already do at our malls, which is shop, dine, and have fun. So we're really excited to see people take advantage of that opportunity, and we're excited about how the future is looking ultimately.
Cool. Keeping the mall alive. It's pretty great. It's great to hear you guys are thriving. That's, you know, if you guys are thriving, that's great for Oregon. That's great for all of us. Josie Reynolds, thank you so much. Appreciate you coming on ARC PDX this morning.
Thank you.
Yeah. Welcome back to ARC PDX. We are diving into the holiday shopping climate and looking at how our local shopping malls are staying alive as they compete with online retailers. We're also taking a look at the efforts here in the city of Portland to bring in-store shopping back to its small businesses after years of challenges and some image issues. So joining us this morning is Sarah Shaul, co-founder of Bricks Need Mortar. Sarah, thank you so much for joining us this morning on ARC PDX.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Of course. Okay, first, if people haven't heard of you guys, what is Bricks Need Mortar?
Bricks Need Mortar is an organization that supports small brick and mortar businesses. Most of our membership is retailers, so we do marketing, advocacy, and consulting.
Which campaigns you guys are doing this year to help out our small local businesses? I understand there's like 2 going on simultaneously.
Yeah, so we took a look at what's happening in Portland right now, and we wanted to activate the local community. So we have this Portland Hometown Pride campaign going on, where when people choose to shop at small businesses and share their love for small businesses through our, primarily it's our email and Instagram channels, Small Shops, Big Hearts. They can win all kinds of prizes, from Blazers tickets, OBT tickets, a getaway at the Oregon coast, dinner at some wonderful restaurants in Portland. And then, and so we're just encouraging people to just share their favorite shops with others and get out there and support the small businesses that really make our city so great. And then we're looking about how could we bring folks from outside Portland to spend money this holiday season. We are a no sales tax city, and we have some of the best shops in the country. And if we could get folks to come here, spend a few days at one of our beautiful hotels in Portland, and make a shopping vacation out of it. So we put together this wonderful gift guide, the Small Shops gift guide. We have a printed version as well. And those are being handed out to guests at hotels and handed out to shoppers at our local stores. So once you make a purchase at one store, you can actually look at all these other businesses that to further discover our city.
Very cool. Do you have any data yet on how these campaigns have been going so far?
The data that we have on it's called Shop and Stay Portland Holiday, to bring people from outside of Portland, has been really strong. We are outperforming a lot of the competition around about wintertime travel, and we are getting really strong interest from people from Washington State, particularly Seattle, California, Arizona, Boise, Idaho, and we also are seeing folks in Nevada excited to come to Portland to do some shopping.
Very cool. You know, I know you've been talking to some of these small business owners, I'm sure. What are you hearing from them about their challenges that made you guys pick, you know, these 2 specific campaigns to do this year?
Right. Well, it's really important to remind our local community that it is these small businesses that make up our main streets, make up the neighborhoods where we walk, where our children are walking to school, where where we like to work, live, and play. And so by prioritizing making your holiday purchases in our local businesses, you are actually prioritizing your local community, ensuring that it stays vibrant and thrives. So that is really a win-win to choose shopping at your local small businesses. For the what I'm hearing from a lot of businesses right now is that they are seeing new people in their stores. They are seeing tourists coming in. And we are also seeing a wide range. Some folks are reporting sales are down significantly from previous years. And I also spoke to businesses who have said that they're up 50%. I have a business that has, it's in its 50th year, a small family-run business, and they are up 50% over last year, which is really, really significant. The thing to remember, however, is the margins are lower because a lot of small businesses are offering discounts to get folks in the door, and they also are paying more for those goods themselves, and they are really trying hard not to pass those costs on to the consumers. So what that means is a lot of our small businesses are, at the end of the day, are going to net less revenue.
Yeah, and I want to talk also about the history of these campaigns you guys have done, because this isn't the first year and they always change. So when did you guys start this, and maybe what were some of your most successful campaigns you've done in the past?
I had this campaign called Win Big, and we built it off of there it is, the poster, Win Big, where we thought, we'll incentivize people to come shop in small businesses. They can accrue raffle entries when they come and shop in small businesses. And I love this photo you have up there, because we also created these wonderful little trading cards, which each business had its own trading card, but we also had these trading cards reflecting our love for Portland. Like Portland is awesome. Put your money where your heart is. And while that campaign is really great, it's also an incredibly big lift, and we really knocked it out of the park last year. Really proud of the work we did, and we felt like in the current economic climate, we need to do something to bring money in from outside of Portland.
Yeah.
And that's why we decided to lead this year with the Shop and Stay Portland Holiday campaign. And with so much effort going towards that campaign, we decided to go with a much simpler campaign for our local community. And that's why we went with the Portland Hometown Pride.
Cool. Okay, so right before I let you go, what can any shoppers out there, locals, do really to help keep these small businesses alive? Because I know they want to.
Yeah, and here's the thing. Do you remember when shopping was fun?
Yeah.
Like you'd get together with some friends and you'd maybe go out for brunch, and then you'd say, like, let's make a day out of it. This is an activity. Shopping in our local small businesses is an incredible experience, okay? And so if you get out of the mode of, oh my God, this is such a chore, I have to go online and I have to buy gifts for so, you know what? Put that list together. Go down any of our wonderful streets, whether it's Alberta or in Selwood or Northwest 23rd or Mississippi or Williams. Go into any of these, walk up there, enjoy some breakfast or lunch, go with some friends, take your list, and I guarantee you these small businesses, when you say, okay, I've got to shop for my son's 17, I've got to shop for my husband, he's really into the outdoors. These folks, they care, and they want to make you a gift-giving hero. It is going to be a completely different experience. You're going to feel so good about it. So it's actually not just about you saving your small businesses by shopping local. It's about you having a great time doing gift giving this year.
Sarah, thank you so much from Bricks Need Mortar joining us on ARC PDX this morning. Really appreciate your insight and what you guys are doing for our local small businesses.
Thanks for having me. Thanks so much.
Of course.
This is ARC PDX.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to ARC PDX. I'm Wesley Ogle. Let's take a live look at Washington Square Mall in Tigard because ARC PDX is on the road this morning. We are diving into the holiday shopping climate, and Joe English, as you can see, is standing by for us for a live interview with a representative of the mall. We're going to check with him in just a little bit. But before we get back to Joe, here's a little bit more background on why we're on the road diving into our local holiday shopping season. While many people are still shopping in store, the data shows that online retail shopping continues to grow every year. According to the National Retail Federation, nearly 135 million people shopped online this past Thanksgiving weekend. That number is up 9% compared to last year. So this morning, we're checking in on the health of our local malls, including Washington Square Mall and the Woodburn Premium Outlets. We're also taking a look at the efforts in the city of Portland to bring back in-store shopping to its small businesses. All right, now it's time to get back out to ARC PDX's Joe English, who is there with Lisa Frisch, the Senior Marketing Manager for Washington Square Mall. Take it away, Joe.
Hey, talking about all the fun stuff that you might experience at the mall, for example. Well, okay, this is for kids. I'm not going to use that one, but check this out. Santa Claus is going to be here as well. Maybe these look a little bit better, maybe not. Okay, we'll skip that part. But there is a lot of fun stuff to do at Washington Square, and that's why Lisa Frisch is here to tell us about that. Let's start there. We're going to talk about a lot of serious business stuff, but let's talk about the fun stuff first. What kind of holiday experience is this for people?
Well, we are a holiday tradition for people, from visiting Santa to the sharing tree. We help people make their holidays very special. So Santa arrived November 7th. He'll be here later today, and he's here until Christmas Eve.
And what about the sharing tree? How does that work?
The sharing tree is a fantastic 40-year tradition here at Washington Square, where we support 8 local charities, including Janus Youth Programs and LifeWorks Northwest. And charity clients put their Christmas wishes on a tree for customers of the mall to fill their wishes for the season.
And what kind of reaction do you get from customers and people that come to the mall and see that and feel that and donate?
We've been doing it for 40 years, so now grandparents, parents, and their children have all participated. And every year we donate more than 2,000 gifts to local community members in need. So it's been over 100,000 gifts since the sharing tree's been in operation.
The sharing tree has been here almost as long as the mall itself.
Almost.
This is 50 plus years the mall has been here?
Yeah, last year was our 50th anniversary.
Wow. That is a tremendous tie and connection to the community. What does that mean for Washington Square and the surrounding community?
We're really proud to be a vibrant center of business in our community, and I think it's important not just to Tigard and Beaverton and Portland, but to the region. We are a super regional mall. We pull people in from Washington, other parts of Oregon. We help support the tourist industry. We help support the tax base. We help employ thousands of people every year.
The trend has been lately that people are shopping online, not going to the mall. The malls have changed over the last couple of decades, obviously and absolutely. But are we seeing that kind of shift back? Do you see that trend happening where people are going to come back to the malls?
We definitely have seen people come back to the mall. I'd like to say that we never really lost people from shopping. This year, the experts are saying 83% of people who are shopping for Christmas presents are shopping in the malls, in stores. And Gen Z loves shopping. I mean, I'm going to say all teenagers love coming to the mall, right?
So that hasn't changed.
That has not changed. It's a time-honored tradition. I did it. I'm sure you did it.
Yeah.
The Gen Z is doing it now, but they come with buying power, great buying power.
So you see that not only at the Christmas season, but all through the year.
All year.
The mall used to be the place to go. When I was younger, let's go to the mall.
Still a place to go. Absolutely.
Wow.
Absolutely. It's great too if you want to people watch and see what the teens are wearing. You can see the latest trends on them and in stores as well.
And in stores and restaurants, how is that going? The food, That's a tough business to be in, the food business, wherever you are, but in a mall maybe especially. How is that going? What are you seeing there?
Yeah, not only do the restaurants here have a built-in customer base of people that are shopping that need snacks and meals, but we have large restaurants that bring people in. So we have 3 full range restaurants. We have Din Tai Fung, Cheesecake Factory, and Gen Korean Barbecue. And we have 10 other dining establishments, from the food court to pretzels and Jamba Juice. Like, there's a lot of food. You will not go hungry at Washington Square.
How does that play into survival? Because you have the restaurants here, and you have people here, workers and customers.
Yeah.
Downtown may not have that kind of thing. Is that a big plus for a shopping center, for a mall?
You know, it's great that we have so many different, a large variety.
Yeah.
You know, you're visiting your local retailers, you're getting a snack, you're having a meal, you're able to run maybe household errands. You're also able to, people watch, like I said, it's like a community center. You can meet with friends, you can have coffee. We really have something for, you know, the 12 hours or more that we're open every day.
And you're open, you're almost full out here, right?
We are. We're really fortunate. We're like 90-something% occupied right now.
Wow.
When January comes around, a few people are going to move. So like the Pottery Barn behind you, we're building a new spot for them on the other side of the mall. Shoe Mill will be moving. New retailers come in. It takes a little while to build their space out. So you always need a couple of empty spaces just for movement and, you know.
Sort of like unemployment. There's always that percentage that is not there.
That's a great comparison.
About other malls, though? Lloyd Center, I'm old enough to remember when Lloyd Center opened up, and it was this fantastic thing that nobody has ever seen before, and now we're seeing something that nobody's ever seen before at Lloyd Center. How do you, I know you feel, what is the situation there? What do you think about the way things are changing?
Well, I grew up with Lloyd Center as well, and ice skating there, and I can tell you about all the great times I had with my family at Lloyd Center. I'm really excited for the future. There's a great opportunity to redevelop an underutilized property there, and I don't know what it's going to look like in the future, but it sounds like they're going to have restaurants and entertainment venues and maybe some housing. I think those are all things that our community needs, so it sounds like a great way to repurpose that property.
Yeah, and you were telling me earlier in the show, adapt or die.
Adapt or die.
That's kind of the motto, right?
Yeah, that is the retail motto. That has been the retail motto since the existence of retail. So, you know.
And does every Christmas season change? Do you have to reanalyze it and look at it and go, what are we going to do different this season?
You know, we love feedback. We hear it from our customers. We hear it from the retailers. We try to keep on top of the trends. We try to add events that we think that our community would like. We have community partnerships. We like to make sure that we refresh those charities every year to make sure we're really reaching out into the community.
Yeah.
But we are also traditionalists. We like the holidays. We like holiday decor. We love Santa. Mrs. Claus makes a visit. So we like to think that we offer a wide selection of choices for people to celebrate their holidays.
Yeah, change is good, but too much change, maybe not so good.
Yeah. We still like the traditional elements, like Christmas trees, Santa Claus, ornaments, all good.
Things looking good this year. Black Friday was busy. We were out here. You were swamped.
Black Friday was really busy. We were so fortunate. We had more than 100,000 people here.
Wow.
We feel very positive about the holiday season. The experts are saying a 4% increase in sales nationwide. We're definitely seeing traffic on par with 2024. 2024 was a great year. You know, 2025 is looking to be positive as well. We're on track for 10 million visitors here this year. So, you know, we've got 3 more weeks just to push through.
All right. All right, Lisa, thank you so much for talking with us this morning. Fascinating stuff, and I wish you well for the rest of the holiday season. And Wes, we're going to throw it back to you. I want to mention that, you know, I did a short stint as a promotion marketing director at Bend River Mall in Bend, Oregon, about late 80s. And the thing that I remember most, my most vivid memory, was working Thanksgiving night until about midnight, setting up decorations. Coming in Black Friday, Santa Claus called in sick. Guess who filled in?
No
with
way,
the Santa
Joe.
Claus costume.
Hopefully they got you a beard you could wear.
I was talking with Lisa about mall problems. You solve them, you go on, you make things work.
Joe, you solve all the problems, especially today. Thank you for being out there. Another fantastic interview with
You bet.
Lisa. Thank you so much, Joe. Really appreciate it.